Hello there, and welcome to another live episode of Hang with Henry. I think everything is working. I've been able to see your comments roll in. I can see Wayne is in the house. Great to see you, Wayne. What time is it where you are? I can see Adore You is in the house, asking how long I've been playing guitar. Timo's in the house. Alan Johnson is in the house. Thank you for hanging out with me, everybody. Great to see you here. Also, if you're watching this in the replay, thank you for checking out the replay. We're going to be taking a look at Bold as Love. I'm going to kind of break down the tune. So I'm going to basically do that as a normal lesson. And then after that, we're going to do a little Q&A chat thing where I'm going to answer questions. We're going to check out the Facebook group a little bit. And yeah, hang out 1 p.m. You're in Canada, Wayne, right? Okay, so my plan today was Hendrix's Bold as Love, and just to show you kind of the triads that he's playing and the little embellishments that he's doing to give you some ideas for your playing. This is something that I play all the time. It's one of my favorite things to play. When I pick up my Stratocaster, I'm normally playing Hendrix-y style things like I'm going to show you now. So Justin is in the house. Hello from Texas. Nice to see you, Justin. All right, Texas. I love Austin, Texas. I was thinking about moving there during the pandemic. Well, I'm sure all of Texas is cool, but because of the comedy scene in Austin, I was really seriously thinking about how can I move to Austin. But anyways, where are you in Austin? Let's take a look at this. So we have our cool little close-up cam here, and it starts off on A major. It's actually quite a bit. I hope this isn't too complicated for you. Again, if you're a beginner, don't worry. I see Bruce is in the house. Some familiar faces. Jared is in the house from Mexico. 12 p.m. in Texas. Very cool. Bruce, how you doing? From Oregon. Awesome. I thought I have to do this on a Saturday because normally, you know, it's people are home more, and also the timing. It's 7 p.m. here in Austria. So I thought I have to do it on a Saturday when people are home, and I have to do it when people are awake in the USA, right? So thank you guys for hanging out with me on a Saturday. I hope your weekend has been going great so far. Okay, so it starts off on an A major, and Hendrix liked to use his thumb a lot. Okay, so again, if you're a beginner and this is too much for you, then still watch it, you know, take a look at what I'm doing, and you'll get some ideas and some inspiration and some motivation to really want to master bar chords and, you know, start playing with your thumb. So if you can't play this yet, still watch with me. It'll motivate you to want to learn, okay? So on the A, what he does to start out, he just hits the A. It's an A bar chord as you know it, just where we're using our thumb, and I'm sliding away there. See that? And then we do this cool thing where we go to somewhere around the 13th, 14th fret. Hola, amigo. Tom is in the house. Great to see you, Tom, down in Mexico. Justin is in the house. Very cool. Great to see you guys. I have to focus on the lesson. If not, I'm going to just look at the comments the whole time. But we're going to get in the comment section. I promise I'm going to chat with you guys. Okay, so the A thing with our thumb, slide down, right? And then open E, right? And instead of playing, you know, just E, just A into E and strum it, Hendrix does this cool thing, right? Right, so on the E we hit the third string, hammer on, pull off with the pinky, and then just walk up with the pick on the 4th, 5th, and then 6th string very quickly. So F sharp minor, instead of playing like a bar chord, we're going with our thumb. See that? Look how cool that is. And then that takes us into a D. So it's A into E, F sharp minor, D, right? But we're doing these cool. See how cool that sounds? I love that sound. Give me a thumbs up if you love that sound too. This is Hendrix. You know, I just love what Hendrix did on the guitar. So for that F sharp minor, anytime you're on a minor chord, okay, if you know your pentatonic shape, that first shape that we all know and love and learn as beginners, you can always build little licks anytime you're on that chord. And that's what Hendrix kind of liked to do. He would, instead of just playing scales through what he was doing, he would address the chords as their own little thing, right? So on the F sharp minor, we're going to do this. We're holding on the second and third string, and then hammering only on the third string. And then hammer on, pull off, fourth string. And I'm not going to try to show you note by note exactly what was happening. I kind of want to give you more ideas about what you can do when you're playing these chords in an improvisational manner, right? So for the F sharp minor again, you could also do, you know, experiment with trying to make little licks using that first pentatonic shape, okay? Same with that E major there, right? He just added a little sus4. And now check out how he goes to the D. Okay, so you can play a D here. You might know the shape. I hope you do. It's the same as an A shape, right? Just we're sliding it over here to the D. Okay. And to get that cool lick, he's going. See that? That's the 5th fret, then 7th fret, sliding in the 9th fret. See how cool that is? Anytime you're playing a chord that looks like this, you can always do these cool little embellishments to it. So in this case, we have the D, right? You can always do a hammer on to the 3rd string, the 4th string, the 5th string, and then end on that note D there. So to get to that D, he's going. See how cool that sounds? And here we have the 3rd as our bass note, which sounds really, really nice to me. Okay, so all together, hey Dwayne, nice to see you. And also, is this making sense to all of you guys watching so far? I hope that I'm not going too fast. And I hope I'm not giving you too much information. I actually feel a course coming on. Like I feel like I'm creating a course as I'm thinking about these live streams. So even if this is too fast, if you're an All Access member, before July, there's a good chance that I'm going to put out a course teaching this style step by step with PDFs and in a slower way. But now I just kind of want to give you some ideas, some inspiration, and just show you possibilities of what's possible before I, do that step by step course. Hey, Wayne says, hey, Dwayne. Justin says, thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you guys for your feedback. So again, that's the A going into the E, F sharp, and then to get to that D, instead of just playing it like this, just strumming it, we're going. Listen how cool that is, okay? So, and a lot of it is also my attack with the pick. This I'm kind of playing a little bit more gentle. And then when I go for the, it's more aggressive, right? So it's also the dynamics, how hard you're hitting the strings, what you're giving an accent to, all of that. That's stuff that you have to also think about. Okay, but I don't want to overwhelm you with information. So that's the D. Then it goes, so let me start over because I don't know anymore where I am. Then we go into the A. Okay, so instead of playing an A, just strumming it, we're going to do this really cool thing. See that? Listen to how cool that sounds. Karen is in the house. Hey, Lo from Portland, Oregon, land of the crazy. Great to see you, Karen. Very cool profile picture you have there on your YouTube. I love seeing you guys on YouTube. It's cool to see you here. 15 people. Very nice. Glad to see you all. Okay, if you're in here right now, it would really help you if you would give me a thumbs up, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm a lot as well. Okay, so thank you for that. So the next thing I said is that A major chord. So if you watched my last video, Hey Joe, the one that I did this week, you can find it on YouTube if you haven't watched it. I showed you all kinds of different ways to embellish this chord shape, right? That basic bar chord shape that you learn as a beginner, right? So you can hit, right? Take a small piece of that chord. So I'm removing this finger, this finger, this finger. What's left is this. And then with your pinky or with your ring finger, you can embellish, right? Hope you can see that clearly. Is my guitar in focus? I think it is. Okay. So for that A, what he does is, listen how cool that sounds. So we're doing this little slap, and then ending it here. So it's, but it's also all about that guitar pick attack. See that? So see how nice that sounds? Going back into E, playing it the same as we did before, going back to the F sharp minor, playing it the same as we did before. Back to the D, but instead of doing that little run, we're just playing D, and we're gonna walk it down a half step. Then that's taking us to B minor. Okay, but instead of just playing the B minor bar chord, Hendrix, of course, right, we're gonna do some cool little licks there. So the same as I showed you here with the F sharp minor, anytime you're playing a bar chord like this, if it's a minor bar chord, you can always do that thing that I showed you before on the F sharp minor, right? So all of these notes from the pentatonic are gonna work perfectly, right? Which is, I just love it. So let's just do it. Little walk down for that B minor. Look at this. Okay, I might have a tab made for my All Access members. Let me know if you want a tab. Okay, so that's on the B sharp minor. Again, experiment. Try to make your own little licks, but I like to do this one. So I'm holding on the second and third string. Right? And again, it's all about that attack with the pick. Right? Going back into A. And now for the A, instead of doing that like we had before, we're just going to do it, right, on a little onto the sus4. Right? So, let's see. Let's go. Let's start over. So A, I'll play it slower. That little walk down, B minor, into A, back to B minor. Look at that. I'm gonna have to get a tab made. Then that takes us into a G, okay? So this shape, you know from the F sharp minor, right? Now we're gonna do a U shape, okay? So for the G, instead of playing it like this, your standard way, or taking that little triad, right, and making it smaller, we're gonna hold it like this, which looks like a D, right? But with our thumb, we're gonna go onto the G. And if you look carefully, here is that D triad, right? Sorry, G triad. But we have this finger here that's allowing us to do, see that? Okay, I'm definitely going to have a tab made because I know this is too much and you guys are surely going to want to watch this. So for my All Access members, I'm going to have a tab made that'll be available in a few days, okay? If you're not yet an All Access member, but you want to get all of my courses and extra tabs and all those goodies, I'm giving a free 30-day month. There's a link for that in the description, okay? So if you want to get that, check it out. It's going to be free, okay? And you're going to get an email when the tab is available. So for the G... So instead of just playing that G like this or playing it like this, he does this cool thing. See that? Look at that, okay. Then it goes, so the chord progression goes from that G back into a D, A, and then B. And then it ends on an A, okay? So from that G, we're going to do, so again, to address D, there's going to be a cool thing like we did before, very similar, just now it's going to be, instead of going like we did before, it's going to be, yeah, Karen, there's definitely going to be a tab for the All Access. Karen says tab for All Access. Check it out, guys. I can put you on screen. Excellent. How cool is that? So All Access members, you're going to get a tab for this. It's just not ready yet, so please be patient. It's going to take a couple of days for Dino, my excellent tab guy, to tab this out, okay? Be patient with me. But again, the point of this lesson is to show you and to give you ideas about how to make up your own little licky embellishment things within a chord progression, okay? That's the main idea behind this lesson, okay? Okay. Dip says not quite good enough. I'm not sure what Dip. Your tone is very dumb. You're a cool dude. Okay, Dip is gonna have to get blocked if he keeps making these comments. Okay, I'm actually gonna get rid of Dip. Let's see. How can I get rid of people here? Okay, I can't do it like this. All right, Dip, please behave, or I'm gonna have to figure out how to block you. Okay, so after that G. We're going to go into the D again. A. And look at what he does on the A now. Okay, so far on the A we've done this. We've done adding in that sus4. Dip apologizes. Okay, Dip, I'll give you one more chance. So far we've done. And now what he does is this really cool thing. See that little walk up? So those are sixths right there. Okay. So that's something you can also do anytime you're playing a bar chord like this, a major bar chord, whether it's a G, a A, a C, a F, whatever it is, you can always do these cool little runs. Okay, so that's what he does there. Back into that B minor, then it goes G, 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 G sharp. Okay, now I know this is a lot of information, so please, I apologize for that. But it's a really cool lesson, I think, because it's just so interesting how much you can juice out of these standard little chords, right? Hendrix is a genius, Tom says. I totally agree, Tom. So yeah, that's basically the lesson. Let me play it one more time for you very slowly, just so you can kind of see exactly one more time what I was doing after I've explained it. And then we can take a look at some of your questions. We can interact a little bit. We can go into the SSG Facebook group and hang out in there a little bit, show you guys what's going on in there. And yeah, okay, so check it out. We start off on the A, going into E, F sharp minor, to the D. See that cool thing we do on the D? So back into A. See that cool thing again? F sharp minor, D, walk down, B, going into A, Again, that's sus4. Back into B. Into G. Again, that's that cool little thing. D. A. I mean, listen to that. How cool does that sound? It's a little bit hard to quiet out that second string, right? But it's really worth practicing. B minor, G, 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 sharp, sharp, A. Okay, and that's how it ends. So did that make sense? I hope it did. Let me know in the comments. Dip is behaving. Thank you, Dip. So is there anything you guys would like me to talk about? Wayne says, I've always been intimidated by Hendrix playing, but this is making a lot of sense. I hope so. And it's a never-ending journey, you know, because, I mean, even this thing, I never used in my playing, and today as I was practicing it, I was going and all of a sudden playing a C. Right? So you could play a G, going into a C, right? Going into a D, and then back to that G, right? Justin Thomas says, yes, it does. Excellent. Thank you, Justin. I'm going to play this song. My grandma's going to really love me. Yes, your grandma's going to love you. I'm not sure about Dip. Who says we should leave Dip in the chat? Your grandma's going to love you, Dip. Oh, I actually can ban. Check this out. All right, I'm getting rid of Dip. Sorry, Dip. Okay, Dip is out of here. All right, everybody. So let's see what else we got here as far as questions, and then we can go into the All Access membership and see the Facebook group and see what's happening there. So Timo says, hello, Henry. Hello, Timo. Are you still here, Timo? Let me know if you're still here. Adore says, how long have you been playing? Okay, so I'm coming on to 20 years of playing now. I think it's somewhere around 20 years, 19 years, something like that. It's a long time, and this is as good as I'm ever going to be. I think, you know, you start to play, you have your role models, you go in the direction that you go, and you know, I kind of think now I'm arrived at the place where I'm a blues rock guitar player. Like, I'm never going to be a jazz player. I'm never going to be a classical player. I'm never going to be a fingerstyle guitar player. Even though I can play some fingerstyle guitar, rock and blues is kind of what I've chosen to, you know, just be a rock and blues guy, right? So that's kind of how I see it. Yeah. Any other questions for me now? Guitar related or about this course? Jared says, hello from Mexico. Come on, you will be close to me. I'm not sure. Oh, he says I'll be close to him. So Justin says I'll be close to him if I move to Austin, Texas. I'm not going to move. I don't think I'm going to move. There's Bruce from Oregon, but I'm sure it's very cool. My good friend Tom from Mexico. Tom, I'm not sure if you saw my my last live stream in the Facebook group where I watched your challenge entry, that cool little thing that you composed. I really enjoyed that. I'm not sure if you saw that, but that was very cool. I really enjoyed your little lick. Russ says, hello all. Okay, so I guess, let's see. Are there any questions here that I missed? Where are all you guys from? So who's in here? We got 12 people in here. Where are the rest of you from? I'm curious who's in here and where you guys are from. Justin's giving me a thumbs up. Thank you, Justin. Oh, we got Edgar from North Germany. Awesome. So Germany, that's the same time zone as me. Very cool. Shuffle versus swing. Your course is so amazing. So much to learn. Thank you, Karen. I really appreciate that. So Karen has been with me forever. Karen and Dwayne. Thank you guys. Really, I'm not sure if I say thank you enough, but thank you so much for hanging out with me for so long. I really, really appreciate the support. And I know that I've had my ups and downs as far as, you know, sometimes I'm making more videos, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm in with the challenges, sometimes I'm not. So thank you guys for kind of staying with me and pushing me and coming up with challenges yourselves. I really, really appreciate that, because when I'm kind of not feeling it, then you guys are feeling it, and that helps me get back into my group. So I really appreciate that. Justin is from Texas. Yes. Do you know Kill Tony, Justin? I'm into comedy. I'm into stand-up comedy. I really like the show Kill Tony. I don't know, any comedy fans in here? Another reason I kind of would like to go to Texas. So Alan is from Northern Ireland. Very cool, very cool. I actually almost went to Ireland before the pandemic. My wife and I had everything planned out and booked, but then the pandemic hit, so unfortunately I couldn't go. Anyways, that's life for you, right? So Karen says, "You rock. Thank you very much." Dwayne is giving me some hearts here. Thank you, Dwayne. It was very cool. Little things in life make the big difference. Yes, exactly. Thanks for creating this worldwide guitar community. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate you hanging out with me and always posting stuff and, you know, being a part of the community. It's really, really cool. So I thought I would go into the Facebook group now a little bit. Let's see here. I definitely know how to do it. So let's just check out the Facebook group. So those of you who are just here on YouTube and haven't joined the Facebook group yet, there is a link in the description of this video that will take you to our Facebook community. And in there are people like Dwayne and Karen and Tom and Wayne and just a bunch of really cool supportive people. We do challenges, we do all kinds of interesting, fun stuff just to motivate each other and to keep music alive, keep that fire burning. So if you want to join that, you know, it's free. Just click the link under this description and you can come and hang out with us. So we actually currently have some challenges going. We have the Wayne's challenge. Wayne is giving away a audio interface, which is very, very cool. That's going to be in 2 days. So if you want to join that challenge, I see Un Bel Postrano is in the house. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the live. Okay, well, your comment, unfortunately, I can't show your comment now. I'll show your comment later. So, yeah, anyways, we have these cool challenges in the group. You know, and to join Wayne's challenge, all you have to do is post something original, a lick, a riff, something cool that you composed or, you know, created, and just post a video with the hashtag SSG Wayne's challenge. That way we'll know that you joined. Okay, so what I wanted to do in here was, okay, loved your old love lesson too. Thank you very much, Edwin. I appreciate that. That's one of my favorite tunes. I'm not sure if you saw the new one. I actually did a new one as well. I did that older one, and then I did a new like reaction style one, if you want to check that out. Okay, so what I wanted to do was check out some of these questions in the group. So I asked you guys in the group yesterday if you have any questions for me. Franz says, the same old question, soloing and lead guitar. Okay. Yeah, definitely check out my solo guitar course for that. That's a great way to get started. And as I said, there is a free 30-day month as a part of this live stream. So if you want to take advantage of that, it's normally $14 a month, which isn't gonna, you know, hopefully bankrupt you, but you can get it totally for free and go watch that course if you join now using the description under this video. So check that out if you haven't yet. If you have, then feel free to email me anytime and I will help you with your questions as you're going through the course. That's a part of the course, you being able to contact me. So Wayne, all access member, how can I make my blues rhythms sound more full and interesting instead of the basic shuffle style? Not that there's anything wrong with shuffle. No, we all love shuffle. So I was actually thinking about your question, Wayne, as I read it in the Facebook group. You know, you could add in some little pentatonic-y lines. Like one really simple thing that I like to do is this. So if I'm playing a blues in E, that's just a standard shuffle. And that was another question we had from... was it Bruce? From Bruce, swing, shuffle versus swing. Shuffle versus swing. I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. It's kind of, you're not really playing straight on the beat. You're not playing straight on the beat. It's kind of more, it's swinging, right? It's not that, right? And what you can do, of course, is just play that standard thing, right? So if I'm on an E blues, that's kind of the standard thing that you would normally see people do. So if you don't know that, let me just show you real quick. So I'm holding on the 5th string, 2nd fret, going to the 4th fret, 5th fret, back to the 4th fret. And then I'm using my middle finger to do these cool little embellishment things, right? So that's kind of like some standard stuff. I'm not sure if that's already too much for you or not enough. But if you can do that, a cool thing that I really like to add to that is just, for instance, hitting the open 3rd string, hammering on it, and then playing the 1st and 2nd string open. So, and you can put that in the shuffle. So check it out. So that's the first thing that sounds really cool to my ears on the E chord. See that? Okay. Then another thing that you could do is just play more chords. Instead of only shuffle, right? So what I was doing there is, instead of just playing an A shuffle kind of thing, as I was doing on the E before, I went into an A7 chord. And then after that, when I went to the B, instead of playing, I played a B chord, a B7 chord. Then I did like a little embellishment thing with my pinky. Going into the A, again, chord thing, and then back to the E. Okay, so does that make sense? Does that kind of help you? So instead of just playing that standard thing, you know, try to mix in chords in there, you know, try to add some little pentatonic-y lines in there, you know, that kind of thing. The cool thing about blues is that you can just go for it. Like, you don't have to, don't overthink it. Just go for it. Try to find things. And once you master the pentatonic scale, it really gives you a map of notes that are going to sound good when you're trying to go for it, when you're trying to, you know, experiment with trying to, you know, add in cool little embellishments. So I hope that helps you, Wayne. Again, Edwin, thank you very much for your comment. I very much appreciate it. I see Aman is in the house. Hi, good to see you live. I've seen your lessons. Good teacher, love from India. Thank you, my friend. Love from Austria, back to you. Sir, could you please make video using active pickups? Also show some metal guitar. Okay, so that's kind of like what I was talking about before, where I'm kind of like this blues rock guy. Like, I'm just not a metal player. So I apologize. I don't know if I can really help you with metal, because I've never had the metal bug. But yeah, sorry about that. As far as active pickups, I've never ever tried active pickups, and I really would like to, because I'm sure it would be cool and I'd get a nice sound and I'd probably enjoy it. But I've never tried active pickups. So sorry about that. You can maybe contact me once you try them and let me know how it was. Okay, so it'd be interesting to know. This Strat just has single coil Seymour Duncan Texas Special in them, which I think sound really good. I'm very happy with this guitar and with the sound. And I'm playing into a Helix Stomp, which is the cheapest Helix version that I think sounds really great. I really, really like it. So let's take a look at this other little scene here just to mix things up a little bit. Okay, so Wayne says, yes, love it, but I'll be watching the replay later to soak it in. Yeah. It's a lot of information, I know. And I mean, even that Hendrix thing alone is enough to fry your brain. I know. I just thought it's one of my favorite things to play, so I might as well talk about it a little bit. And again, if you can't play the whole thing, don't worry about it. Just kind of try to take in those ideas, right? And implement them when you're playing just standard chords, right? So, okay, Aman says, we love you. I love you too. Thank you, Aman. You're a cool guy or girl. Okay, so if you guys in the YouTube chat don't have any questions for me right now, I'm going to pop back into the Facebook group again here and see what else is happening in here. I know Dwayne had a question. I'm actually going to address Dwayne's question now, my friend Dwayne. Are you still in here, Dwayne? Okay. So for my friend Dwayne asking about sus chords and add chords and diminished chords and all that stuff, you can see his question here. Can you please explain sus, add, diminished, and augmented? Asking for a fourth grader. Okay, actually asking for me on a fourth grader level. Beyond simple would be awesome. Okay, nice studio look. You have worked hard for that. Yes, thank you, Karen. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I have worked very hard. And I really appreciate the comment. Yeah, this whole live stream setup is, pretty complex, honestly. I can switch between cameras using my fingers. I can switch using my feet. All kinds of cool stuff happening here. But now it's done, and I'm very happy with it. And hopefully I'm going to just be doing this regularly now. Yeah, studio looks nice. Thank you very much. Okay, so for Dwayne's question, Dwayne, you have to go into the, are we on my screen? No, now we're on my screen. I picked this out for you today. So you have to go into this course here. We're going to get into there. Just 1 second. Okay, Music Theory 101. Okay, you have to get into this course. And then you have to go to the section that says the 6 main triad types and chord formula. Okay. And this is where you're going to see the exact video of me talking about it that I'm going to stop now. And these PDF files. Okay. So here you can see exactly the interval formula for major chords, minor chords, augmented chords, diminished chords, suspended chords, and suspended fourth chords and suspended second chords. So that's the main triad family. Okay, so these are the triads that exist in music, and once you understand intervals and how to count them and where your triad islands are, you just have to see, okay, I need a 1, 3, and a raised 5 to get an augmented chord. I need a 1, flat 3, flat 5 to get a diminished chord, and so on, okay? So that is very valuable, just this chart alone. And then the next chart has even more detail for you. So if you want to blow your mind even more, this will show you even more formulas, okay? So that's what's really going to help you. So make sure to go here. Then here you see it says sus2, sus4 chords, 7th, major 7th, minor 7th, extended. I explain this in great details with PDF charts inside of this course. So Dwayne, you have to take this course. You just have to. Okay, so do that for me. Promise me you're going to do it. I will give you just a short little quick way to know, to build these. Okay, so I'm just playing a C triad here. Okay, and within the C triad, I know that this is my 5, my 1, and my 3 of C. Okay, and then if you remember that chart, I actually got the chart ready for you here. So check it out. Okay, let's see. Okay, the chart magically appeared. I mean, come on. How professional is this live stream, guys? guys and girls. So let's just take a look at augmented. Okay, we have the 1, the 3, and the raised 5. Okay, so within this triad island, I know this is my 5, I know this is my 1, and I know this is my 3. And I know that because I've memorized it. Okay, I know that because I memorized it, but I have a very simple technique of teaching you how to memorize these. Okay, so there's 3 basic shapes that you need to memorize, and once you memorize them, the entire fretboard is going to be unlocked for you. Okay, so just to give you a simple little example here. Okay, so I know this is my 5, this is my 1, this is my 3. And if you look at the chart on the screen, Dwayne, take the course. He will. Oh God, Dwayne, you gotta do it, man. Okay, so anyways, yeah. So for augmented, we said, you can see it on the chart. It says 1, 3, and raised 5, right? So if I know this is 5, I know this is my 1, I know this is my 3, then there's only one note that I need to change, okay? Okay, I'm not sure if you can see my guitar there because it was covered. Let me switch back to this. Okay, we're gonna switch back to this. Okay, so now you can see the triad. Excuse me if you couldn't see it before. So that's a C triad, and this is my 5, this is my 1, this is my 3, okay? And to get the augmented, I just know that I have to raise that 5. So that's it right there. That's an augmented chord. You know, that's it. That's an augmented triad. Then, of course, you could add the root in there, right? It's a little bit hard to grab. Let's see. That's the augmented sound, right? What if you want a diminished? Okay, so again, we're going to take that triad island. Again, this is my 5, my 1, and my 3. And for diminished, if you would look at the chart, we need a 1, we need a flat 3, and a flat 5, okay? So to flat the third, we go a half step back, the 1 stays, and we flatten that 5. That's the diminished sound right there. See that? Okay, so it's really that simple, okay? You just have to take that course, because I explain it really step by step in there, and I explain how to count intervals. You know, what's a raised fifth, what's a flat fifth, what's a minor third, what's a, you know, sus4, and all of that. And it's the same with the sus4. So let's take a look at suspended 4 now. Okay, so again, I'm just taking this triad island, and if we look at the chart, it says 1, 4, 5. Okay, so to get that sus4 instead of the 3, we need a 4. Okay, so here's again 5, 1, 3, and I'm going to raise that third to a 4. There's a C sus4. It's that easy. Okay, you just have to know the formulas and how to get to them. Okay, but again, there's 3 basic shapes. One looks like an E, one looks like an A, and one looks like a D. And they're all 5, 1, 3. That's the really cool thing. So anytime I'm holding one of these shapes, I don't need to think what's the top interval, what's the middle interval, what's the bottom one. They're always 5, 1, 3. And that makes it much easier to modify them, okay? So let's take this one and do the augmented example again. So for the augmented, we said we need to raise the 5. Everything else stays the same. So again, we have 5, 1, 3. So I'm going to have to change my fingers a little bit to raise that 5. But there it is. And you can hear it's the same sound as we had before, right? So that's how you're gonna how to learn this and understand this, okay? But you have to take that course because, you know, it is a little bit like schoolwork, you know. But once you get it, then it totally unlocks the entire fretboard for you. I mean, to me, this was life-changing as far as my guitar playing, you know. So I highly recommend learning that and taking that course. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Dwayne. Excuse me. I'm going to leave this in here for the next time. Okay, Spiros. Let's see here. Who else is in here? Hello from Greece. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the live stream. I find you when I was searching for Tell Me When It's Over by Sheryl Crow. Yeah, that's one that I really enjoyed. I like your music passion when you hear the song. I have the same feeling. Yeah, I really like that song. And I really like Sheryl Crow. I'm not sure how many people like Sheryl Crow as much as I do. I'm always kind of like reluctant to do her videos because I think sometimes I'm the only one that likes her a lot. But anyways, that's one that I really liked, and I like that groove. So any of you who want to know what Spiros from Greece is talking about, make sure to go watch my lesson with Sheryl Crow and Chris Stapleton. I really enjoyed that one. Okay, Dwayne, you can do it. I'll cheer you on. Yes, and you guys take it together. I'm not sure if you've taken that course, Wayne, but you should also take that course. It will surely help you. All right, let's move on here and see if there's any more questions. Bruce likes her too. Way to go, Bruce. Way to go. She's great. I also did another lesson with her. What's it called? Just type into YouTube Henry Olsen, Sheryl Crow. You'll see. Funny Valentine. I'm not sure I know that song, but I might check it out. Funny Valentine. What band is that? Yeah, I've really been into rock and blues a lot lately. Those are my roots. So like the new Hang with Henry videos have been a lot just rock and blues heavy, because that's kind of me going back to my roots, and you know, revisiting things that really inspired me and you know, made me want to be a musician. Every Day is a Winding Road. No, what was it called? Let's see. I'll find it. I have the internet here. Let's see. Let's see, what's it called? It's one of her classic tunes. Henry Olsen, Sheryl Crow. Type like a grandma. If It Makes You Happy. If It Makes You Happy. That's the one. That's one of my favorite live performances ever. If It Makes You Happy. So if you guys want to check that one out, it looks like this. There I am, this young, handsome boy here. And here's the other one. Okay, yes, Dwayne is going to get diminished and augmented. He's gonna enter an augmented reality. So let's take a look at this other view here, just to keep things interesting. So I'm not sure how many people are still in here live. Those of you who are in here live, do you have anything you would like me to talk about, or any questions, or anything you want me to address guitar-wise? If not, I'm going to go back to my pre-planned, pre-asked questions here. Let's see. Let me take you back onto my screen. We're going to go to the questions. Okay, the best one to do was Marcus King, Goodbye Carolina. Oh yeah, I'm so glad to hear that you like that. Yeah, that was one that I watched. I actually watched that today, and I cried a little bit. It's just, if you haven't watched Marcus King's tune Goodbye Carolina, then really you have to watch it. It's a live performance at the Grand Ole Opry, and he plays it so well, and the story behind the song, if you listen to the lyrics and listen to the story behind the song, it's just so moving. And like, I literally cried again today when I was rewatching my own video watching. It was weird. Like, I didn't cry, but I could feel I was starting to get emotional. So that song, I swear, that song gets me every single time. If I were to listen to that now, it would get me. So it's interesting that you said that, Wayne. Thank you for saying that, because yeah, I normally don't get emotional when I make YouTube videos, but that one, it was just like, I'm going to do it. I don't care. Run Through Bold as Love one more time, a little slower. I want to get that song. You are a natural at it. Thank you very much. I'm not sure I'm a natural at it. I worked at it a lot, and I'm still not 100% sure about the timing. But okay, I'll walk through it one more time, even slower, and I'll try to talk you through it as well. Okay, so it starts out on an A. So he hits the A pretty hard. Okay, so it's this powerful kind of, and then he just slides down. And then we kind of go to like the 12th, between the 12th and the 15th fret. You don't have to be precise with it. So then just slide down, and then end on that E. Okay, so. Okay, and then we're going to hit the open third string, not the open third string, but the third string, hammer on, pull off, and then just walk up with the pick. Okay. I like to even get the E in there, but I don't keep it in very long. okay? See that? These guys I'm really slapping, right? Again, we're playing with dynamics there. B major. Oh, sorry, B minor. Into A. Then I'm adding in that sus4. Back to B minor. Doing a little lick thing, going into G. You're going to have to get the tab. Just sign up for the free thing. You can cancel on day 29. You won't get billed. And then you're going to get the tab. I'm going to email the tab as soon as it's done. It'll be done in a couple of days, okay? Because going through this note by note is, there's all these little details happening. Okay, so all Access members are going to get that tab emailed to them. So again, I'm giving away a free month as a part of this live stream. Anybody, and that's in the description. The link is in the description. It's normally $14 a month, so I'm giving you $14 bucks worth of free lessons. Okay, with tabs. Dwayne and I did it on Facebook. It makes you happy. Yeah. I think I actually remember that. But that was a while ago, Karen, right? I think that was a while ago. So, Alan Johnson, that's another familiar name. How you doing, Alan? I know you from the Facebook group, right? Nice to see you here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Could you do a full lesson on that song, Wayne says. What song are you talking about, Wayne? Let me know what song you're talking about. Because Goodbye Carolina is, I did the full lesson to that on YouTube. Or are you talking about the Hendrix tune? I'm not sure which one you're talking about. My Funny Valentine. I'm going to have to check that tune out, Aman. Yeah. What time is it in India? I'm curious. Let me drink a little bit here. All right. So we've been going for close to an hour. This has been pretty good. It's been a pretty good turn up. I'm glad you guys came to hang out with me. I really enjoyed this. Been feeling pretty relaxed today. Pretty good. I like doing these. So let's do one more question from the Facebook group. So we're going to go into screen share. And let's see what else we had. I know there were some more questions. Okay, Bruce, we did that swing thing. Amon says it's 11:30. Okay, so it's not a huge difference. It's almost 8 o'clock here in Austria. Okay, Andy was asking, what strings do you recommend for an electric guitar when rock is the main style of playing? So Andy, what strings for rock? I'd say it doesn't really matter what strings you use for rock. What is important, in my opinion, is to have a humbucking pickup in the bridge, okay? So you want to get a humbucker in the bridge. That's important because it's going to have more bite. This guitar has a single coil, which has some bite to it, right? But the humbucker is just going to give you more juice, more bite out of it, right? So I would get a humbucking guitar in the bridge, and I normally use 9s. Sometimes I use 10s, but normally I tend to use 9s just because I like my bending to be easy. I don't like it to be too hard when I bend. So that's why I like 9s. And also for, for hammer-ons and pull-offs and that kind of stuff, it's a little bit bit easier with 9. So I like 9s. So that's what I recommend. And I also really like Ernie Ball Slinkies. Those are like the pink ones. Do I have a pack here? Oh, look, I have a pack here. So these are the ones that I use. I'm not sure if you can see that. Let's go into this camera. You can see it, I think. Okay, yeah, these are the ones that I use. These ones are great. 9s, they're not expensive. They last a long time. Yeah, that's what I like to use. So that is string talk. Let's see what else is happening in the group here. Or was that it? There was one more question about how much action is too much action. So how low? Okay, I see Karen has a question that I'm going to get to in 1 second. Let's do the humbucker question. Okay, Karen wants to see another guitar to hear the difference. That's a good idea, Karen. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's do it. Why not? So let's switch, and then I'm going to get to this last question here. So let me get to my humbucking guitar. So just listen to this for a second. It has quite a bit of bite, this little humbucker. I'm actually pretty... Okay, so that's that one. Let me get the Les Paul, because that one has the most bite of all. Give me 1 second. Okay. This is a whole thing, taking off the headphones and everything. But let's try it. Let's try it. All right, so the Les Paul surely isn't in tune. Let's just see. What does the Les Paul say here? Okay, she's definitely not in tune. Give me 1 second. So those of you who just tuned in, we are comparing the Les Paul sound with a just a standard Stratocaster bridge pickup. Oh yeah, she's out of tune. And the Les Paul has a lot of sustain. It's for me, I'm so used to the Strat that it's what I tend to pick up no matter what. But let's listen to the bite of this Les Paul now. All right, so let's see here. It kind of has more sustain to it. So let's... Getting out those harmonics is also easier from the humbucker. I don't know, it just feels more powerful when you're playing. Let me try to go back to the Strat now. Let's go back to the Strat, just for fun. try to do it quickly. Okay, try to do it quickly. Okay, let's see what the Strat says now. I mean, to my ears now, it sounds almost identical, which is kind of funny. But it's a slightly thinner sound. It's a slightly... Anyways, you got night guys. Gotta keep practicing. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with me. Yeah, it's also with the Les Paul. Like I can kind of feel a difference when I play it. It's also a feel thing. You hit the string, and it just the humbucker gives you more just bite to it. It has more like energy in it. Anyways. I hope that helps. Karen, thank you for that question. I appreciate it. Keeping things interesting here on the stream. Super chat, $10. Thank you very much. I can't see those super chats. So if anybody else, other than Bruce, did a super chat, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Bruce. I really, really appreciate it. And if somebody else did a super chat and I didn't say anything, please forgive me. I just can't see them within my live streaming portal here. I'm not actually on YouTube. I'm using a program that's streaming to YouTube that shows me comments, but no super chat. So anyways, thank you, Bruce, very much. And thank you, anybody else, if you did a super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, so we're coming on to, how long have we been in here? Okay, we've been in for an hour. Les Paul has a warm, full body tone. Yeah, it's a subtle difference. And also when you're holding it and playing it, you hit the notes and it just has this resonance to it. It just has this, whoa, body to it. So anytime I want to play something distorted, like heavy stuff, I'm always grabbing the Les Paul. But for this Hendrixy stuff, it's always this guitar. And we can do something fun. We can try to play the Hendrix thing on the Les Paul, and you'll see it doesn't sound the same. So let me try to play the Hendrix thing one more time here with just the... And see, with the clean tone, it's very thin sounding. That's the bridge pickup now. It's a very thin sound. The humbucker gives a much more fuller sound. But let me play the Hendrix thing. So. That's the hardest part. Okay, so let's switch guitars now quickly. Okay, let's just do it. Let me see if I can do it with these headphones on. Okay. Oh, this is wild. This is wild live streaming. So let's play the same thing with the Les Paul just to see. See how fat it sounds? It just doesn't really work on the Les Paul. And let's take a look at the bridge now. See how that bridge has more bite to it than the Strat. So anyways, it also has a lot more output because of the humbucker. So you got to turn down the volume a little bit. That's something I had to get used to because on the Strat, I always had the volume all the way up. But on the Les Paul, you have to kind of put it down a little bit because it overpowers. See, now it's cleaning up a little bit. Let me try to play it again. And the other thing I just hate about the Les Paul is that, look, if I let go, it's going to fall. See that? So I feel like I'm always struggling just to hold it. So I don't know how people do it. I love the tone and I love how it plays and everything, but just the constant struggle to keep it on my lap drives me crazy. Anyways, that's the Les Paul. Great comparison. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate you saying that because I'm never sure whether these things are going to be interesting or not. Okay, let's go back to the super view here. All right, okay. It's hard to do it with headphones. Okay. All right, everybody. Yeah, Hendrix is the sound with the Strat. It just has that sound. It's clear and it has a spankier. Right. I'm wondering if that super chat thing, did you comment super chat, Bruce, or did the program post that automatically? I'm curious. Thanks for these live streams. Keep us totally connected. I appreciate you saying that, Tom, and I'm planning on doing them regularly. Oh, let me switch back. I'm planning on doing them regularly until July again. I'm going to be in Croatia next week visiting my mom, but after that, when I get back, I'm really in a rhythm now. And after Portugal, I was able to keep that rhythm, so I'm very happy about that. So I'm going to try to do these weekly. I'm not sure on Fridays or on Saturdays. I thought Friday's a pretty good day, maybe also, but Saturday people aren't working, so that's kind of like what I'm thinking. But it's probably easier for me to commit to Fridays because I don't have as much family stuff as I do on Saturdays. So I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think. Is a Saturday better or a Friday better for live streaming? Or sometime maybe just during the week. I don't know. I know Tom is retired, but Dwayne is working, Karen's working, a lot of people are working. It gives choice of super sticker or super chat. Okay, so that means, Bruce, you didn't type that into the comment section. My program showed me the super chat. Is that correct? Because what I was seeing on my little screen here is this. Did you type that or did that just show up? Because then I'd at least know when somebody does a super chat. Because I definitely want to say thank you when that happens. Justin Thomas says anytime. Okay. Thank you for that, Just Thomas. I appreciate the feedback. Yeah, these are fun. I enjoy doing these. I think so. Okay, it doesn't matter. Anyways, I appreciate it, Bruce. Thank you very much. I'll figure it out. These are just small details that I have to still work through. Okay, so I guess that's that for today. Unless there's any other burning questions, then I guess let's wrap it up. Okay, Bruce is automatic, but I think I could have added my own message. Okay, very interesting. Thank you very much for that, Bruce. It really, I appreciate it, and thank you. And now I also know. So Saturday works best for me because of work and such. Yeah, I think that's the same for most people. And Saturdays at this time, I think works for me pretty well too on most days, unless there's some kind of a family event. But I think it should be okay. All right, everybody. So thank you for hanging out with me. Again, if there's any other quick burning questions, I stand up now with my Les Paul. It's like a bottom heavier slippery fish. Yeah, the Les Paul. The Les Paul. I love the Les Paul. Really, I really love the Les Paul. But it's just, you saw before, right? I just sit down and it's falling off of me. And then I have to put the thing around my neck, the strap, and then it's pulling on my arm. And with the strap, I feel like I'm not even holding a guitar. It's like it's a piece of my body. So Jay says, favorite Bonamassa tune. I'm not sure. I recently did a lesson with him and Eric Clapton further on up the road. What's your favorite Bonamassa tune? Maybe we can listen to it. I'm not sure if I can listen to it without getting blocked on YouTube, but anyway. Russ says, working today, recommend you pick a day when other guitar YouTubers are not live streaming. That's true, but I don't know. How many guitar teachers are live streaming? I guess quite a few. I've been enjoying some of them. I watched, what's his name? Corey Congelio, I think that's how you pronounce it. He's really cool, a great blues guitar player. Eric Andreas, I watched his stuff is pretty simple. I mean, my stuff is simple too, but he's a fun guy to watch. I also like watching his live streams. It kind of inspired me to want to stream as well. And I was also watching today a guy named Joe. Is it Joe Walsh? Something like that. A blues guitar player, acoustic player. He's a cool guy too. How do I get a Hang with Henry coffee mug? Yeah, I'm gonna have to make them. Cheers, everybody. I think I'm gonna make them and put them out in a way where I make zero off of them because they're expensive to make. You wouldn't believe it. I think it was like 15 or 20 bucks for this thing. So I almost would feel embarrassed even putting that price tag on it. But I guess I'd have to really communicate clearly that I'm not marking it up. It's expensive to make. So I'll look into that. Yeah, I got it from an Austrian provider, but there's probably one in the US or Canada as well. Yeah, I'll look into that, Wayne. I'll look into that. If not, maybe I could just send you the logo and you could just order it. I'll look into it. Before the next stream, I'll look into it. Who else wants a mug? Let me know. These mugs are kind of fun. I like them. They're funny. Jay says, how did you learn guitar? No, Jay, I really appreciate these questions. Dwayne says, thank you for the live stream. These are awesome, connecting everyone. Special thanks to everyone for the questions. Yes, the questions help me a lot. Just just to have something to talk about, because it's me talking in a room. There's nobody in this room. It's just me in this room, you know. So I'm just talking to this camera that you can see right here. So the questions really, really help me just be able to keep going. So everybody who's posting questions, thank you, or comments or whatever, thank you for that, because it just helps me keep momentum, you know. And that's why I'm definitely announcing these in the future, because if I just go live, then nobody shows up and I don't know what to talk about. So anyways, Jay says, Jay, I appreciate your question. Don't apologize. I really appreciate your question. Thank you for asking. And I'm glad that you're new to the channel. If you haven't yet subscribed, give me a thumbs up if you're watching this now, because it helps me with the algorithm. Anybody who's in here who hasn't given me a thumbs up, that would really help me out a lot. Karen would like a mug. Yeah, okay, I'm going to somehow make these mugs available, and I will not mark them up at all. But beware, this costed me, I think, 15 or 20 euro. Like, it was really expensive. Like, I couldn't believe how much it costed. But I thought it's a cool prop for my desk, so let's just get it. But I'd almost feel bad offering it at that price, because people would think I'm just ripping them off. Anyways, you guys know I'm not ripping you off. I'll try to somehow make them available. Hang with Henry mugs. It's a cool little logo. I like the guitar with the coffee cup in there. Yeah, so I will not mark up the price on those. I'll just try to make them available. Okay, so how did you learn guitar? I had a guitar teacher for a very short time that showed me some basic stuff like pentatonic and all that stuff. But the rest was just YouTube. The same as you're learning now. Justin was around way back. Marty Schwartz was around way back. And also I was learning before the internet. So, or before YouTube, not before the internet, before YouTube. So, you know, just with my friends, we'd get together every night and just play the guitar and try to learn together. That was kind of my way, more organic. I still have my first tuner. It's kind of funny. All right. So Dwayne says, thumbs up. Karen says, thumbs up. I guess if you guys have some more questions, I can maybe keep the momentum going a little longer. If no questions come in, I'm going to close this thing up within the next couple of minutes. I'm not really sure what else to talk about. Anyways, I really appreciate you hanging out with me on your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to hang out and relax tomorrow. Then on Monday, I'm going to Croatia. I'm going to be there for a week, and then I'll be back in a week. So thanks for hanging out. Also follow Marty. Yeah, Marty's a legend. Marty's a legend. I don't know how he does it. He's always putting out videos. I don't know how he does it. I really respect his work ethic. So, yeah, 13 people still in here. It's hard for me to leave when I know there's so many cool folks in here hanging out with me. Anything else you guys would want me to talk about? Let's just enjoy some awkward silence together. Awkward silence. Please play some minor blues pentatonic. Okay. The first song you ever learned, Wayne says. Knocking on Heaven's Door. I think it was Knocking on Heaven's Door. Just G. Oh, he's from Portugal. Cool. I was in Portugal last week. I was in Lagos. It's a beautiful place. I really liked it. Lagos was very, very cool. What's a blue note, says Bruce. Okay, let's talk about the blue note. First of all, I have a YouTube video talking about the blue note. If you type in Henry Olsen blue note, you'll see it. And I showed 3 different ways. You've been there recently. Yeah, I was there last week. Yeah. If you live in Lagos, we could have met up. I was actually with my mother and father-in-law, so it wasn't as relaxing of time as it could have been, and my kids too. So it was, not the most relaxing time, but it's just so beautiful. I really, really liked it there. And I didn't know anything about it before we went, so it was really interesting to just discover a new place. Nice to hang with Henry. Thank you, Russ. I appreciate you saying that. I really appreciate that. Yeah, let me post your guys' comments, feature you here. Wait, this one. Yes. Yeah, on Algarve. Yeah, Algarve. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I really, really liked it. Okay, so Bruce is saying, what's the blue note? So the blue note is it's in terms of intervals, it is the flat 5. Okay, so if I'm in A minor here, if I'm in A minor, that's my 1, that's my flat 3rd, that's my 4, that's my 5, that's my 7, and that's my 1. Okay? And between the 4 and the 5 is the flat 5. And that's what's known as the blue note. That's all it is. Okay? The capital is the capital Lisbon? Am I very wrong about that? I think it's Lisbon, right? So that's the flat 5. And you can find the flat 5 if you're just playing that first A minor pentatonic box. If you're playing that first A minor pentatonic box, you can find it here in between these two, right? And you can find it here a half step up. So it's... See that? Then... you can find it here too, right behind this guy. And that's it. So those are the 3 places that you'll find that flat 5 within this first box that we all tend to learn as beginners, right? Timing and rhythm hints. Fine getting timing and strumming lyrics challenges. Assume keep practicing. Yeah, Russ, I have a YouTube video for that too. I covered a lot of stuff in my YouTube videos. If you type into, well, let me finish this and then I'll get onto that. So yeah, so that's basically where you find the blue note. And if you go to my YouTube video, let me show you which one. Let's get on my screen here. So if I go in here and if I go in here, we're gonna find this now. Okay. So if my internet doesn't crash, all right, I think we're okay. So the blue note video that you have to check out is, where is it? Let me type it. It's better to type. So Henry Olsen blue, I think I called it blue note magic or something like that. Okay, yes, how to make the blue note sound good. And this video is really cool and I think pretty good because I use a backing track in this video. Yeah. There was bending into it. See that? So there I was bending into it. Again, bending into it. There I did a little slide into it. I slid in, then I slid back. Okay, so definitely go watch this video after this live stream, because I think I even give away a backing track. I'm not sure, but definitely I show a lot of cool ways to use that blue note. So that's the flat 5. Okay, so make sure to watch that video. And then as far as timing, Russ was asking about timing. I'm not sure if we can see Russ's comment here. Let's see, there's Russ's comment. Timing and rhythm hints, okay. So what I'd say to develop timing, other than just trying to strum and experiment with strumming and just kind of go for it, is try getting a metronome. And then, let's see, Henry Olsen, Improve Groove. This is a great video, I think, because it's what really, really helped me. Okay, Groove Magic. Let's see. Okay, now you can see it. 4 easy metronome exercises to improve your timing. Okay, this is the video you want to go watch. And this video is going to show you some really good tips and tricks and exercises that you can do with a metronome. Okay, so after this, go check out that video. Let me show you the screen one more time so you can see it, because I show you how to do different timing signatures to that metronome, and that's really going to help you get a feeling for time and improve time. And as I say in the video, it's something that you have to constantly come back to and work on, like me too, everybody, because you kind of lose it. You kind of lose it if you don't groove often. So yeah, check that out and get a metronome. I have one of these. I have one of these just old school ones. I got it off of Amazon. I just like the old school feeling of the click. See that? I just like that. So get one of these from Amazon, or you can use your phone. I mean, both are fine. I just like the old school kind of feeling of it. So yeah, make sure to go watch that video. Okay, how do you get out of the first box? Let's see, flat 5, would that be diminished 5th, asking for 4th grader? Yeah, you could think of it as a diminished 5th, because diminished means you're reducing it, you're making it less, so you're flattening it. So a diminished chord is always a minor chord, and there's a flat 5 in it, or a flat 7 even. So yes, flat 5. You're pointing towards the diminished sound as soon as you get that flat 5. Okay, and that's why it works so well in the blues, because the blues likes the diminished scale if you put it in the right place, and that flat 5 gives you that flavor, right? And as I talk about in that video that I showed you before, you can't just land on the blue note and just stay on there like a landing note. You have to kind of use it as a passing note, and I do that in that lesson. So watch that after this. Okay, I think I'm going to end it now. I can feel my voice slowly starting to kind of get tired. How to get out of the first box? You just have to do it. You have to learn the first box, right? And then go into the second one. And, you know, just get really well acquainted, I'm not sure how to say it, with the second one as well. And then you're going to start to see little passages between the first one and the second one, right? And then once you master that, go to the third one. Right? And then slowly build. But first, what I would recommend is take a backing track and get really good at the first one, okay? Then use that same backing track and get really good at the second one. And then slowly try to connect the two. Try to make little passages. And I talk about this a lot in my solo guitar course that's also included in the membership. So yeah, just take your time, get to know them well, and then move on. Don't go too fast. Don't try to learn all 5 shapes right away the first day, right? Go first shape, second shape, third shape, but really get to know them before moving on, okay? I hope that helps you. All right, everybody. I guess I'm gonna end it now. Interesting explanation. Thanks. I hope that helps you a lot. Russ says, sounds great. Thanks. Bruce says, thanks. Thank you guys and girls, everybody who hung out with me today. I really appreciate you being live here with me on a Saturday, on your weekend. And I'll see you again very soon with another episode, okay? If you watched the replay and you made it this far, then that's really amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me for so long on the replay. And if you stuck with me throughout this whole live stream, also thank you. I really, really appreciate you just spending your time with me. There's a million places you could be in. I know, time is valuable. So thank you. God bless. Have a great weekend, the rest of it. And I'll see you very soon with another episode of Hang with Henry. And I'm going to try to get you these mugs at a good price. The metronome looks like ours. Yes, it's very good. Still in the first stage. Yes, Jay, don't worry about that. Just keep going very slow. Just is still in here. Thanks, great show. I'm glad that you enjoyed the show. I really put a lot of time and effort into making this all work smoothly and, properly, and not, just having it be a huge failure. So I'm glad that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you very soon with another episode. And have a great day, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye-bye. I'm going to try to do the red button. Let me show you. I'm not sure if you can see that. Can you see that? That's the red button there. See how I have it red? So if I accidentally hit this button, like with my guitar or something, it would literally end the live stream. So I keep it hidden. It's in the second folder here. Wait. It's in the second folder. So normally I can't hit that red button. But when I want to detonate the end of the live stream, I have the red button. See that? Okay, so I'm going to do it. Thank you. Take it easy. Bye-bye. We're detonating.